I just want to welcome you guys to the Kasie Show, where top leaders spill the tea. It's been a few weeks since I implemented my new format, and I can't believe the results I've already seen. I am chatting with some amazing women in business, and they are sharing their knowledge and insights for all of us to utilize to improve our businesses. So I am really grateful. And I'm grateful for all of you who have stopped by, whether watching it live or on the replay. So in this week's episode, I have Vanessa. Vanessa helps six-figure women entrepreneurs nurture their audience and convert them into clients. So please help me welcome Vanessa to the show. Hey, Vanessa.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for those who are watching in different time zones.
Right? I know. I started saying that now too. I'm like, hello from wherever you are. I love it that we're in a group that's so worldwide. As you can tell, Vanessa is a very busy businesswoman and mom. I admire her building this business alongside her having her little ones, and just something I was not able to do when my kids were little. So hello. Okay, you're
I'm
back.
back. Yes.
Awesome. So I know I just kind of gave everyone an overview of what service you provide to others, but how about you share with us your elevator pitch or about your business?
Well, I am a DM strategist. Oh, that's my daughter, just like came
No.
to the rescue. I'm a DM strategist where I can actually help you nurture and build that relationship, because while we were talking off the show, we were talking about the KLT factor and how it is important that once you go out into groups like these, you are just having that no factor, but the how you funnel them into your world and into the trust will take some time. And this is where I help my clients build that up.
Nice. So how many entrepreneurs do you think you've worked with over the years?
Over the years, I recently just started, to be honest, because the first year I was trying to find my voice, trying to find what I'm good at, what I love to do, and what sparks joy without draining my energy, right?
Yeah.
That's the most important part, is to like make money out of joy that it doesn't feel like work.
Right? Yes. And have fun while you're doing it. That's just,
Yes.
and
Yes.
be home with your kids,
Yes.
right?
Yes, that's the important part.
Yes. So you worked in the healthcare field in the
Yes.
past.
Yes.
So what made you jump into working as an entrepreneur?
Like anybody else's, like, past, I mean, like work history, we always start with like an employer, right? So we become an employee at first.
Yeah.
When COVID happened, that's where everything got pushed out of the way. But we were in transition from Tacoma, Washington, because my husband just got his job at the same company that I had to leave, basically. So he finally got, like, back in 2020, he got his job as a physician. So he was like, I'm so glad I'm going to be working in the same company that you're going to be you're working. But at the same time, while we were moving from Tacoma, Washington back to California, the position that I was holding is called enroller, and it's in the sales and marketing department. But then before that, I was a surgical tech in labor and delivery, but then I had like freak accident, and then moved me into like administrative assistant position, then moved from like California to Tacoma, then back again. So yeah, I know it's like a long history. But there's like, a part where I was telling my manager, like, I'm moving back to California because my husband got his physician job.
Yeah.
So she was like, well, unfortunately, even though it's the same company that I'm actually moving different states in, HR policy wouldn't allow me to go ahead and do that. So I have to go ahead and like get pushed out. But I had an interview with the same department in the same state in the same company. COVID happened, everything got frozen, but my husband got hired.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So while he got in, I got pushed out.
Oh, no. So many changes during that time
Yes,
for
yes,
you and for lots of other people.
yes,
Wow.
yes. It's either that you thrive or you get creative.
Yeah. Right.
Or you can go ahead and just like, blame it to somebody, to others, but I don't play that card.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of people hanging their head, woe is me type. But I feel like this group where we are all like-minded women are like, all right, how am I going to take this challenge? What can I make of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I took it upon my hands to like, it's either that I'm going to cry over it, start kicking rocks or cans,
Yeah.
shoot arrows, plant a lemon tree. I chose to like pick all the lemons that's thrown out to me by life and make
Yeah.
one hell of a good damn lemonade.
Right. Yes, love it. So I watched your interview here on Women Helping Women from September,
Yeah.
and you shared about 3 simple methods to get clients in 5 days.
Yeah.
And you talked about the mindset of selling isn't all about selling, but rather one of serving. So
Yeah.
can you tell us more about that?
Yes. So a lot of people have like a really bad, like, bad rap when it comes to like selling. They think like selling is so icky. Selling is just like so nasty that, people are just abusing it, misusing it or whatsoever. But everybody is a consumer.
True.
You go into the store not getting sold, you are buying, right? You are in this group to find for a solution. And you have a thought of like buying. So there is always a consumer mentality, but for those who are producers, this is where you shine. This is where you're gonna go ahead and like make your marketing, making sure that it's being asked in the marketplace, because everybody's looking for something.
Yeah.
And that's for you either to like ask the right great questions, provide them with solutions that they can actually use, and eventually you're not really selling.
Right.
You're providing, you are serving.
I often think of it like when I go to see a movie, you all know I love to talk, so this is not gonna surprise anybody, but if it is a movie that I enjoyed, I will tell everybody about it, and that movie is selling on its, I'm selling the movie, but not even meaning to. So if you have something that you absolutely love and you're just talking about it with passion and how it could help others or something, I just feel like it's not being salesy. You know what I mean?
No, this is like the twist of things, because a lot of people love to recommend, love to talk, like what you said, love to talk what they have experienced. And then this is where like the affiliate marketing game comes in. And that's what you're doing already, as like, naturally. It comes naturally for everybody. You're just like, oh my God, I just happen to use group funnels. And you use it, right? And a lot of people always ask about like, what platforms should I use? What's the difference? And they would ask for your personal experience. And that's where you're just going to go ahead and serve. You're answering questions. You are basically just like be the source of information, sharing your experience, and then they'll do their own due diligence, and they just get sold. They just get sold.
I know. And like I've said on here before, I just found it because I was looking for something less expensive. So when people are like, this is too expensive, does anybody have any other ideas? And I'm like, yeah. So when you said that conversion is in conversation, that really struck a chord with me. So how can someone become successful in organic marketing without being on their phone all day and not sending creepy cold DMs?
Well, for me, it's not a creepy cold DM when you are not going for the jugular.
Right.
I'm not gonna go ahead and say, click like send a friend request, right? Or I'll confirm like a friend request, right? We all get that. And then the moment that you're gonna go ahead and like, okay, let's do like an example.
Okay.
You sent me a friend request. And of course, I'm going to be taking a look at your profile. I'm going to go ahead and stalk it, right? And then of course, I'm going to be like, do I really want to go ahead and like connect with Kasie or not?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go ahead and keep scrolling. What connects me to you that's relatable, how recent it is, and how we can go ahead and jive together with all that jazz, right?
Right.
And then I'm going to go ahead and confirm that that request, because I'm going to let you know you're going to receive that notification on your end, like, hey, Vanessa accepted your friend request.
Right.
Right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go ahead and send you a message. Hey, Kasie, I see that you are also a GroupFunnels premium user. How are you liking it so far?
Right.
You see how easy that was? But
yeah, I tend to like, usually when I see women with families or pets in their pictures, I'm like, oh, they've got to be my friend. Although I kind of think I'm friends with most people, so I can't help it.
So in that way, that's just like one situation. Now, the other situation is you are the one who's sending out the friend request. Now, this is like, it gets tricky because sometimes there are a few ways where people will just send you automatic, like, friend requests just because they were told. And then the only way, like, Facebook have already like kind of followed through that people are scamming people. People are spamming people. And then that's why if you are not connected with a mutual friend, they will not send you, like they will not allow you to send a friend request.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes. Yes. So you need to have a mutual connection first before you can even send a friend request. But for me, here's my trick. We gotta go ahead and have like some kind of like connection already, whether that would be like someone else's post that I actually commented and engaged with, and we exchange that. Then there comes a point where I'm gonna say, like, is it okay for me to go ahead and send you a friend request in a DM?
Yeah.
The other person, that's permission based. The other person would say, you know what? Yes, please go ahead and send me a friend request in a DM.
Yeah.
Does that sound to you that I'm spamming somebody?
Right. And I think you and I met at one of Jennifer and Tessa's chats one time, because we were just chatting back and forth while they were chatting. And I think that's how you and I started talking too.
Yes, the power of connection.
Yeah, engage in this group, I think, is really an important step, engaging with other people in here and networking and talking.
Yes.
So how do you feel? This is not on a list of questions or anything, guys, but she's really good about this stuff. I have to say, when people DM me and they just say, hi, I'm like, what's the catch? And it's been a little bit in this group. But when people either DM me like here's what I offer, just want to let you know, I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. You know what I mean? So for some reason, when it's hi, it's kind of like, but when they're like, hey, this is what I offer, I just am letting people know, that doesn't bother me at all. I was wondering your thoughts.
I have been talking to a lot of people when it comes to that one, because there are like different strategies that people kind of like finagle you to go ahead and have you join in their group. Oh, I think that you'll find my group like, especially like interesting, or you fit in my group or something like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes some people doesn't like, really like that approach or whatsoever, but you come as you are, what Kurt Cobain would say. And you have to go ahead and like really set the foundation to like really like, if you read Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence Others.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that. Okay.
You should read it, because there's like a lot of great principles in there that you can actually like, without even selling, you are completely like serving, and it's all in the conversation, and depends on like how you actually just like navigate through with that conversation, and then it will actually convert itself. That's why I said conversion is in conversation. Another way is just like the fastest path to cash is in your conversations.
Nice. I like that. I like conversations too. So
That's where we connect. That's where we share feelings, and humans are connected through feelings like, oh yeah, this and this, right? You gotta go ahead and like be relatable.
Yeah. I was listening to my husband talk this morning, and he was asking somebody like, what do you want people to see in you? Like, what's your character, you know? And I was like, oh. So I wanted to ask people in the chat, like, how do you want people to see you? I hope people see me as like trustworthy, outgoing, you know, friendly. I don't know.
Well, it really depends on how you actually like, you know, it just show us what you are to be like, you know, in here, I feel like I can trust you. I feel like I can be friends and neighbor with you.
Yes.
Hi.
I know.
Come on
Vanessa messaged me. We've never met in person, guys, but it just, I don't know.
Yes.
We've chatted a few times, so.
Yes. That's in the messenger only. And I haven't even sold Kasie anything.
Yeah, we've never really talked about that yet. You know, we've just been, I don't know, friendly first, you know, and I think we've made connections that way.
Yeah.
So I love it. And I love that group this group for that. There are so many women in here that are like-minded that we can connect with. So I think you just have to find your tribe, and there's probably a whole tribe of people out here in this group that match us. So
I totally agree with you with that one. It's just a matter of like how you actually position yourself, how you talk to people, how you actually nurture them in the messenger, and without even just like, you know, stabbing them with like, hey, here's my links without even asking.
Right? Okay, so I know you are a really busy mom and entrepreneur, or mompreneur, how many people say that. So I don't want to take up a whole lot of your time, but you gave us a lot to think about today. And how can people get in touch with you if they want to talk more about what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. I do have my group, and we are going to be going over how you can create your Facebook personal profile into your landing page.
Okay.
Yes, it has been like a great talk in two different groups right now, because I talk about like, you know, how you can actually position yourself, especially in this group, because the personal profile is pretty much your landing page, where when you hang out with other groups, you are actually like, you know, it's kind of loud in here.
It's all good. I love that you are a mom working on your business from home. I don't know if everybody else can say that, but I absolutely love it. So
thank you. Well, thank you so much for having me in here. And it's so much fun just to go ahead and talk with you in front of like over a million.
You have some chats in your group coming up very soon, right?
Yes, it's at 10:30, and I'll be like scrubbing that out and keep it there and on a replay. And I'll be doing on live Facebook audits for my members inside. So in that way, they know how to use that as a funnel, make that as a landing page within Facebook term of service, because you are not supposed to be selling on your content, on your personal profile. You're not supposed to be saying that, oh, I have a $97 coaching package, you should come in. No.
Right?
You don't want to get disabled or deleted. No.
Yeah. Facebook paused.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate your time, and thank you to anyone else that comes in and joins us. Let us know below if you have tips and tricks for any of the women in this group, and we'll see you all next time.
Thank you.
Bye, Vanessa.
Bye. Have a good one.
You too.